LNG TV, the official media partner for the World LNG Summit Awards 2021.
Well, I'm delighted to be joined now here at the World LNG Summit by Vincent Demoury, Director General of GIIGNL. And Vincent, obviously the organisation is very well known here, but just tell me a little bit more about your work.
So as an association, we promote LNG, we advocate for the benefits of LNG in the world, but one of our main missions is to promote the cooperation between LNG importers. So historically, the association has been providing networking opportunities to our members, services in the field of technology and also commercial issues. And progressively, we've also acquired a mandate to go out and speak about how LNG is good and can provide different benefits to society.
Worldwide or mostly in Europe?
Worldwide. We're a worldwide association. We have 86 members who are located in 27 countries, but operating, of course, in many more. So we are really a global organization. Half of our members are based in Asia. So very strong focus on the Asian region, which is definitely where a big potential for demand growth sits. So
I'm sure it's been a very busy time for you here in Rome at the World LNG Summit and Awards, seeing so many of your members. Have you had a good conference?
Yeah, it's been busy, but it's been good also to catch up with our members, to meet also new people, new companies, also interested in the work that we are doing and trying to see how we can support them.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about some of your work, because in response to more self-declared carbon-neutral LNG cargoes, you released a framework last year, the Monitoring, Reporting and Verification and Greenhouse Gas Neutral Framework. Tell me a bit about that.
Yes, for the last 8 months, we've been working very hard with our members to produce what we have called this MRV and GHG neutral framework, which is a document that promotes a consistent approach to the monitoring, reporting and verification of the GHG emissions. This is something that was really needed. We also needed a consistent terminology for neutrality declarations, neutrality claims, and that's what we have been working on with our members over the last 8 months. And I must say, I'm very proud of what we have achieved so far. Because it seems that it provides a very good foundation for the industry to better report and to report more transparently the GHG emissions from the LNG cargoes.
Why was it important to produce the framework?
Well, it was important because I think we needed to bring more clarity to external stakeholders in particular, to make sure that the neutrality claims are credible and valid. And it's important just because we positioned emissions reductions as really the core components, as a focus of neutrality claims. So for the industry to be responsible and to position itself for the energy transition, it's really an important step forward.
And which part of the chain as such was the report written for? Was it very much the cargo and the import, or for which parts? So
it's a very good question. We had long discussions about the boundary to be selected for the calculation of the greenhouse gas footprint of an LNG cargo, and we discussed and we took into account the fact that 70 to 75% of the GHG emissions sit in the downstream part of the value chain, so after the regasification stage. So in order to be credible, we thought that we needed to include the full value chain, so from production to end use, in the calculation of a GHG footprint. And this has been, I would say, quite a stretch for some of our members, but it's in order for a GHG neutral declaration to be credible and to be valid, this is what we are requiring in this framework.
That's quite a task, and requires a lot of collaboration from your members.
Yes, definitely. We have, as I said, 86 members with different interests. They are located in different geographies. They have different requirements in terms of offsetting or even MRV regulation in their own countries or jurisdictions. So it required quite a lot of collaboration. I must say it's been quite a challenge to do all this remotely through a video conference. At the same time, it also helped, I think, smoothen out some of the potential disagreements, the fact that we did that remotely. And I must say, I really want to pay a tribute and thank the more than 50 technical experts who were involved in this technical task force, who were meeting every week to discuss the technical aspects of this framework on production, on shipping, on offsetting. Different technical workshops have been held, and every time we had a very, very active contribution. So it's really a shared industry outcome. And this is also what I feel really privileged to have been coordinating this work.
The focus for this week's summit has been the LNG, the future of LNG industry in a decarbonised world. What do you think where can the industry be doing more when it comes to decarbonising?
Well, I think it can do different things. First of all, it can address the emissions and reduce the emissions, especially on the upstream part of the chain, where a lot of the GHG emissions currently sit. It can also do better measurements. I'm thinking in particular of the shipping segment, which is currently not fully measured as it should be, especially as far as methane is concerned. So there are different things, and of course different technologies like carbon capture, putting more electric drives in the liquefaction stage. Different things can be done. And then for the residual emissions, offsetting is a part of the puzzle.
And with that in mind, what are your hopes for 2022?
Well, my hopes for 2022 is that this MRV and GHG neutral framework that we have produced is widely adopted, and that companies really take this as a tool that they can use on a daily basis to measure their emissions and to progressively reduce what can be reduced, and also use this to offset, to really position LNG as a sustainable fuel, and a fuel that gets the recognition that it should get.
It's been a hard 2021 for you, but we wish you all the best for next year, and congratulations on the framework, and let's hope that it really comes to fruition in the next 12 months. So thank you very much for joining us here on LNG TV.